What's up everyone and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with Israel Adesanya predicts Nassourdine Imavov versus Caio Borralho. Fight week is officially underway for the UFC Fight Night Paris card, where Nassourdine Imavov and Caio Borralho will collide in what could very well be a middleweight #1 contender bout. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to help support the channel. During a recent video for his YouTube channel, Israel Adesanya weighed in, sharing his prediction for the fight. The way the former middleweight champion sees things, after picking up a big victory over Jared Cannonier, he thinks Borralho's going to be able to keep the momentum going.
I'll pick Caio for this fight, but I think it'll be, and also it's a well-matched fight, like I said, but I think it'll be edged out by Caio. They're fighting in France as well. Home court advantage. I don't know how that's going to play with Nassourdine, but I don't think it's going to be an impact on him negatively or positively. Yeah, I'm going to go Caio in this fight, and I'm going to go decision. By Caio.
Who do you think initiates the grappling first?
I think Imavov probably does, because the feet will be too much for him. The hands will be too much for him from Caio, so he'll have to mix it up to keep Caio guessing. I'm still going to go Caio, and I think it's going to be a unanimous decision. It'll be a good fight.
Ahead of the fight, fans seem to agree with Izzy's prediction. As of Monday afternoon, Borralho is sitting as a slight betting favorite on most major US-based sportsbooks, with Borralho, Imavov, Reinier de Ridder, and Anthony Hernandez all looking to secure a fight with Khamzat Chimaev. It's certainly an exciting time at 185. UFC updates. Heading into this weekend's UFC Fight Night Paris card, let's take a look at today's UFC updates, starting with a new addition to the UFC Vegas 110 card on November 1st, where Alan Nascimento will take on Rafael Estevam. Both fighters will be heading into the bout amid a 3-fight win streaks, with Nascimento fresh off a win over Jafel Filho back in May, and Estevam fresh off a win over Felipe Bunes. Next up, we have a new addition to the UFC Qatar card on November 23rd, with Abdul Rahman Yakhyayev set to fight Rafael Cerqueiro in his UFC debut. Yakhyayev is fresh off a big 30-second Contender Series win last week, while on the flip side, Cerqueiro is in the midst of a 3-fight skid inside the octagon that likely sees him in a must-win situation in Qatar. Next up, we have a highly anticipated fight between Brandon Royval and Manel Kape, added to the year-end Vegas 112 card. The two had previously been scheduled to fight in both March and June, and thanks to the pair of cancellations, there's plenty of bad blood heading into their fight at the end of the year. With Royval looking to get back in the win column and Kape eager to earn a crack at the title, we could all expect fireworks from these two flyweights. Now, we have a positive update on Ben Askren's health. After his double lung transplant, Askren was hit with an illness that slowed down his recovery. Well, this morning, Askren shared video of him jogging after recovering from the illness. Huge props to Ben Askren. Last but certainly not least, we got an update on Colby Covington, who says his sights are set on returning before the end of this year. As he explained in an interview with Helen Yee, he wants to fight either Gilbert Burns or Paddy Pimblett when he returns to the octagon. I've been talking to Hunter Campbell and we're looking for October, November, maybe November in MSG, but wherever Hunter decides in the UFC, I'll be ready. If they need to push me to December in the T-Mobile, then December in Vegas sounds good, but I want to get in there as soon as possible and with the full training camp. I didn't get a full training camp last time, so full training camp against anybody in the world. Let's go Hunter and UFC. The Paddy Pimblett fight is super interesting to me. He was talking running his mouth backstage like I wasn't even looking at him or talking to him, and he wants to start some. He's been saying some. He was saying in an interview the other day that his doctor said he had liver failure for cutting to 155. Dude, come up a weight class, come up to 170. Why are you being a weight bully, Paddy? You're a bum, you're a gimmick. Your English accent and your little bowl cut is the only reason people know you. So let's get it going, Paddy. If I can't get Paddy, maybe Gilbert Burns. Considering Covington is ranked 10th at welterweight, he likely faces an uphill battle if he wants to earn another crack at the title. Robert Whittaker gave up on becoming UFC champ. After dropping back-to-back fights to newly minted champion Khamzat Chimaev and potential #1 contender Reinier de Ridder, Robert Whittaker finds himself sitting at number 8 on the UFC's middleweight rankings. At the age of 34, the Reaper says that winning the belt is a pipe dream in this stage of his career. During a recent episode of Submission Radio, he explained, "The belt is kind of like a pipe dream at the moment after losing to de Ridder. It's another loss. It pushes me back into much farther than I want to be from the title, the pathway to where I wanted to finish up. So right now, my trajectory is kind of changed. I've got a few fights left. I want to enjoy the journey. I want to enjoy the fights. I want to enjoy the camp process, fight week, the fight itself. I want my family to be part of that. I want my boys and my kids to see the show, see the background of the big corporation that is the UFC. That's my biggest goal right now. I'm not shutting any doors, but I do understand the work I've got ahead of me. As Whittaker went on to explain, as he looks to get back in the win column, his sights are set on fighting Sean Strickland once the former champ returns from suspension. Islam Makhachev will beat Jack Della Maddalena? Although plenty of fighters believe that Jack Della Maddalena may be the one to snap Islam Makhachev's win streak, Colby Covington thinks that if the former pound-for-pound kingpin is able to take JDM down, then he'll probably get the job done. During the aforementioned interview with Helen Yee, the former interim champ weighed in, explaining that although Makhachev will be smaller than JDM come fight night, he's gotta go with the odds. Islam is a lightweight. He's gonna be a little smaller in the fight, but he's a well-rounded fighter, so if he's able to take JDM down and control him, he could definitely get the job done. But it's gonna be interesting to see how the size advantage plays a difference in the fight. The odds favored Makhachev, so I guess I gotta go with the odds. With the date now set for Makhachev's big welterweight title fight, the champion has been going all out in training. In a recent video, Umar Nurmagomedov told Makhachev to rest. In response, the former champion said he'll rest on November 16th, the day after the fight. In the meantime, based on training footage, it looks like Makhachev's strength is translating well to 170. Tom Aspinall switching to boxing for higher payday? While Tom Aspinall is preparing for his first title defense against Cyril Gane, the champion's dad can't help but feel like it would be great to see his son earn a massive payday inside the boxing ring. During a recent video on the champion's YouTube channel, Andy Aspinall explained, he'll have a fight now and hopefully he'll have a fight January, and hopefully I'd like him to headline a card in England if he wants to do that again. And then just see what he wants to do from that. If he's not bothered about the money, I'd love him to have a very highly paid boxing match for the money. The money's there, and I don't see why somebody as talented as Tom shouldn't have a piece of that money when the boxers are getting 100 times more than 100 times more. The UFC ain't paying that type of money. If they would, it would be great, and he could get the money, but I think these 1% of people who are very, very good should get paid. Tom's money, some people say it's good, compared to a soccer player, an American footballer, who we've talked to when we're in America. He's earning a tiny fraction of what they're earning, and he's one of the best in the world at doing what he does, and not getting paid enough, and it's very dangerous. So when he's got enough to get out of it, I'd say get out of it. As Andy went on to explain, his focus is on ensuring that his son is able to get out of the fight game without taking too much damage.
Do you and Tom have a vision of when you've made it? Of like, that's the point, son? And
yeah, when he retires, when he gets out of it healthy. That's all I'm bothered about. You know, he's made some money now. He could get out of it now if he wanted to and do something else. He still wants to prove a bit more, and I'm still active enough to keep doing it with him. So when he wants to get out, he can get out. It won't bother me if he packs in tomorrow. Just what we do together, this. Find something else to do together. He's got 3 kids. Can do loads of stuff with them. So still got loads of stuff to do, hopefully.
The press conference for Aspinall's fight with Gane is set for this Friday, just an hour before the ceremonial weigh-in start for this weekend's Imavov Borralho card. MMA community reacts to Diego Lopes' insane body transformation for Gene Silva fight. Ahead of Diego Lopes' upcoming fight with Gene Silva on the Noche UFC card this month, the former title challenger is looking absolutely shredded. Plenty of fight fans were quick to weigh in. USADA gone, fighters more ripped than ever. Another joked, looks like a villain from a GTA game, but I'm a fan of Diego Lopes and can't count out Gene Silva out as well. Hope for the better man win in this fight. Good luck to both fighters. Other fans weighed in on the odds. I don't know why people are writing off Diego. He has more experience with high-level fighters and championship-level experience. Another added, his shape is insane, wow, crazy physique and legs. One fan predicted a rough night for the fighting nerds. Nerds about to take another loss. Not everyone is impressed, however. Being this cut 2 weeks out is actually not a good sign. One replied, fighter in good shape in training camp. Oh wow, would have never guessed. Another wrote, if this dude beats Gene Silva, I'll forever be a fan. Some fans, of course, are backing Silva. All that just to get slept. With fight night rapidly approaching, it'll be interesting to see how things turn out. Anthony Hernandez reveals Dricus du Plessis' mistake against Khamzat. After picking Dricus du Plessis to beat Khamzat Chimaev, streaking contender Anthony Hernandez believes that the former champion made a key mistake that ultimately cost him the belt at UFC 319. During a recent interview with MMA Fighting, he weighed in. I was surprised until I started watching what DDP was doing. It's like, bro, you're doing all big, explosive, strong guy. That doesn't work against good wrestlers. Like, they can flow off of that. So like DDP just kind of himself on that. And then Khamzat did a really good job of keeping the pressure on him, keeping him on his hands, keeping it so he couldn't get up. And I mean, it's very high level on Khamzat's end. But after about the second round is when I realized he couldn't do and he didn't know what to do. And like, he was just still flexing hella hard on. I was like, oh, okay. With a win over Reinier de Ridder, Fluffy could very well have a chance to showcase his own grappling against Chimaev. Colby Covington drops influencer in sparring. Colby Covington recently sparred an influencer who's known for calling people out on Instagram and boxing them in public. Well, this time it was Colby Covington, and let's just say there's levels to this game. Colby offered him $30,000 if he could get the better of him in training. Needless to say, Colby dropped him with a body shot a few times, and he even ended up puking in the octagon. Here's the clip.
Seven. Go to your corner. Go to your corner. I might throw up in the octagon. Is that cool with everyone?
That's all good. It won't be the first time. What, baby? You can't come to my arena and expect to do good against me. Come on. There's levels to this. Go get a towel, go get a towel. Go get a towel over there.
Let's run it. Oh. Alright, so it's not a good idea to challenge a UFC fighter that's also a champion to a boxing match of any kind of sort. And I think we've all learned that today.